It's the AJ and McCall show after the show.
Why can't I hear anything?
It's on you. The mics are all on. Everything's golden.
Did you turn my stuff off?
I didn't turn anything off.
I wasn't talking to you.
I'm turning everything off.
I hear nothing.
I can hear everything.
Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh. Hi, self.
Certain
Wow.
someone turned down the controls.
Oh.
Sounds like somebody didn't have it plugged in right.
No.
No, it was on the board, and the
somebody
headphones
changed the
were turned down
controls.
on the board.
Oh, I was like, I could hear perfectly.
Well,
You're
you're a
just plugged into
superhero.
that one, though.
You're a superhero, sir.
I guess I get a separate feed, so there.
You do.
I feel special. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it
So,
doesn't.
along
right.
with those technical difficulties,
Hello.
does anybody else have like general like brain fog,
Yes.
inability to focus, all over
Constantly.
the place, space cadetness?
all the
That's
time.
like been the last 2 or 3 months.
No, this is different. I haven't had this. Like
No, this
today,
has This has been the last 2
Yeah.
or 3 months for me.
well, you should probably consult a physician.
Maybe you're just starting the phase. and
Well,
here you
I don't
go.
want it to last 2 to
Oh,
3 months because I was
no.
all over the place today.
Welcome to my life.
Ugh, it's just nothing. Can't focus on anything.
Yep.
I just feel
Yep.
blah.
And you just want to go and be like,
Blah.
I just want to go home and sleep. And then you go home and you don't sleep. And then
Oh,
the
I
next
hope
thing you
not.
know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And you're like, okay, I probably should go to bed.
5 o'clock
Why are you
in the
describing my life
morning.
last night?
This is what I've been
Conversation
doing
got
for the last,
boring.
I don't know, couple of months.
You
Oh.
really should, probably do something to fix that. Remedy it. See a
Why do you
physician.
think that I
Take
started taking melatonin?
Melatonin? You should try that. It works.
I'm telling you, I've been doing this.
I think mine is more associated with the weather, but we'll see. Maybe it is whatever you're dealing with. I just feel very space cadetish.
Mm-hmm.
Just all over the place. Can't focus. Just today. Not like this weekend I was like, no, wasn't that. Just, but that's the same. That's this time of year.
That's my
See,
stuff.
that's the example. I just the words.
Stuff.
No, that's this time of year though. I feel like everything starts to slow down because we're heading towards the holidays and everybody starts like taking their foot off the gas.
Right.
I'm not going to take my foot off the gas
No.
until
Pedal to the
middle of November.
No, I'm not going to take my foot off the gas until February because then everybody else will be off the gas and then I can
That's stupid.
Everybody will be
except-
revving back up then.
Right. So then I will already have everything set in
No,
place.
middle of November, checked
Nope.
out, done.
It's bold of you to give it 3 more weeks. Halloween out.
Eh.
Wait,
There's a lot of work I got to do before the end of the year.
Okay, well, so then
Yeah.
I hope that you enjoy me piling it on.
I don't know. Unless other stuff goes bad. I mean,
Freak.
At
I don't
this
know,
point-
man.
at this point, we're just lucky enough to be on the
We're
air.
just
At this
here.
point, what else is going to
It's great. What
We-
up, Mercury?
We can stream on Facebook, YouTube. What's the other
Yes.
one? Twitter,
Nope, that's it.
Instagram,
Twitch.
Yep.
That's
We're
good.
all on there.
That's good.
But that's about the only place you can get us.
Score.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a mystery for you both to solve.
All right.
So I had to do a remote, and I was at the mall on Saturday.
Okay.
And
A remote is a live broadcast. If you
yes,
didn't know.
so I was
For
out on
those of
location,
us-
broadcasting live,
Yes.
slanging
Talking.
and banging steaks.
Yep.
And in front of the Hummer that I took, which I didn't realize until I was just walking around because I was staying outside. It was cold.
Yeah.
Trying to stay engaged. There was a peanut butter
Dance.
jar, like this tall, probably that big around,
Mm.
no lid, half gone,
Gross.
right there in the parking lot.
Why?
Right? That's the mystery. Why was it there?
AJ, what
Maybe
if we
the
told you
pers-
about eating
Was
peanut
not
butter
me.
in public?
I mean,
What if we told you about eating half of a jar
your
of peanut
steaks-
butter?
Your steaks are a great deal.
I bet somebody. Yeah, never mind. I don't want this peanut butter. anymore.
Yeah, I just rolled it.
Are the steaks frozen?
I'm
by
full,
the way?
guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
because they sell them
Anyways.
out of frozen truck.
Okay. So
It's a truck.
it's a
Honk.
truck. Maybe somebody did this so you would talk about it. They're like, I'm gonna leave half of a jar of peanut butter in front of the
It
truck,
piqued my interest. I'm
hoping
going to be
that
honest.
you run over it
I didn't do that.
or just see it.
I did see it.
Was it in front of the tire?
No.
It was just
It was
there.
the Hummer's always a little tough. I was probably on the right line, so I wasn't dead center, but it was pretty close to, I think, center of the vehicle. So they probably set it down perfectly, because what are the odds that they just kind of chucked it and it landed in that
Did
spot?
it stay there the whole time?
Yeah, I didn't touch it. It looked gross.
So it was still there when you left.
Yes.
So was it there when you got there?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think anybody walked in front of the Hummer, so yes.
Weird.
Right? Like where? Where did it come from? Because it's not like there's a store nearby, like right nearby, because at the mall you're not buying peanut butter anywhere nearby. The Walmart's up the road a few more blocks.
just one.
Is this one more?
It's just one block. Yeah, because if you go right across the street, there's Sportsman's Warehouse right there, and you just right behind Sportsman's Warehouse is
maybe
Walmart.
somebody made a trip from Walmart. Is like, oh, this is filling. I've had enough.
Wow, this peanut butter is good, but
if
it
it was
is
a
filling.
big one, it could have came from Sam's Club, which is
It was,
across the street.
right there,
Yeah,
like that big.
that's a lot of peanut
There's
butter.
a lot of peanut butter.
Maybe
Half
they got-
it was gone.
Maybe they got through it and they're like, yeah, we're done with
This
this.
peanut butter sucks.
Yeah.
I made it through half to
What
give it a
brand?
chance.
What
Garbage.
brand was
I don't.
it?
The label was torn off.
That is- maybe it wasn't peanut butter.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
They're
peanut
like,
butter.
you know what?
Maybe
I
it
need
was
to hide
almond.
something in here. So I'm
Maybe
just
it was
gonna...
almond butter.
No, it was dark brown. I thought almond butter was more like tannish.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was peanut butter.
Maybe it was.
I didn't get
maybe
close
it was
enough.
Cookie
I didn't
butter.
smell it, taste it.
Why
that's
didn't you?
dark brown.
Not really.
I was not that committed to this
Maybe it
mystery.
was Reese's peanut butter.
Yeah. Oh
butter.
man, you could have missed out big time.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm content. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, could have said. Nah, you know what? I'll go back. I'll just go to the store and fork up the $5 or whatever I need to. That's my mystery for you.
That
Why
is a
was
mystery.
it there?
I have no clue.
I do not either.
Why was it there with the
Me
steaks?
no think that I don't know.
Me no think.
Period.
Ever.
At
Me no
all.
think or can speak.
All right,
Yeah.
producer Butters. Let's leave this mystery behind and dwell into a topic that you are an expert at: credit cards. So
I'm
there
not
was.
an expert at credit cards.
That's the joke. That's the story of the mom.
Me neither. It's fine.
We covered the story
I'm
of the
learning.
mom who put her 1-year-old.
Following McCall's footsteps. Gotta hit it. Gotta hit the grand prize first, and then
I don't know that you want to hit the grand prize. It's not
I
fun.
really wouldn't suggest it.
I'm not at a good. I'm
if
at a
you
very
can-
good place now.
If you can rally back, I'm
financially,
sure it
but-
feels quite rewarding.
Yes.
So
So anyway, this lady put her 1-year-old on an $85,000 credit card.
look, I appreciate dark humor as much as the next person. Producer Butter's like, you know what? I'm heading towards crippling credit card debt. Anyway, go ahead, McCall.
So anyway, she put her 1-year-old as an authorized signer on her credit card that has an $85,000 credit limit on it.
1,000.
Which
I'm curious.
The
off
more-
top of my head, how many my
I mean,
total budget
unless
is.
you're trying to build your
well, that's the whole point. They
That was
wanted to
her
have
argument.
they wanted to have her son or daughter. They wanted to have the child have 18
Credit
years
history.
of credit history by the time they turned 18 or 17 or whatever it is technically, which is I think really a smart move because I feel like
It is, but it's also annoying because I don't know if you guys had credit before you
No,
were 18.
I did not.
Every time
I
I,
did not.
apply for something,
they have to make sure.
I get a question now that says, "Hey, we see that you established credit before you were 18.
Right.
Is that true?"
Every time?
every time.
Oh yeah, it's annoying.
Which is obnoxious. But I feel like the way that I've learned the best has been hands-on, which,
I feel like
Racking
Can't get so
up
much more
all of
hands
my-
on than what you did,
unless the
McCall.
mom's like
Uh-uh.
trying to get some credit off of the kid. I mean, you know what I mean? Like build that credit up and then try to open something in the kid's account. I
Look,
don't see why you would need to give your kid credit.
Well-
Shouldn't they be learning that on their own? Isn't that
but
what
that's
for?
but that's the thing. Like I feel like it's a good opportunity because if she's got an $85,000 credit limit,
See-
you would assume at that point in time she's making probably some pretty decent coin.
That
to
would
be
also,
able to pay it
I
off.
would wait till they're at least a teenager and see how they are.
That would also raise. I mean,
I
the
don't know.
85,000 I think would also be a cap or feather and producer Butters caps argument. Whatever, I can't speak. Told you
right.
Monday.
Argument in
Brain-
producer
brain
mother's
tip.
feather cap.
Because like obviously, I don't know how credit limits work if you're rich. Maybe you could still have a not great credit limit, but
Me
still
neither.
be
I'm
independent.
learning,
Well,
but-
I have no idea. But obviously, if she had an $85,000, I looked. That is almost as much as I have, and I have like 9 credit cards. She has on one card. She has the credit spending power that I have in total.
Right.
So she obviously doing fairly
Yeah,
well.
I'm nowhere near close to that.
Yeah. See, I ended up. We'll get serious. I ended up racking up $40,000 in like credit card debt, which was ridiculous. Probably shouldn't have done that. However, I have learned a ton
Not to do that.
recently.
It's okay. I enjoyed all of the Chick-fil-A McCall bought.
Yes, I did buy a lot of Chick-fil-A. So for those wondering, what the crap did you spend most of your money on?
Chick-fil-A.
No.
It was
no. Insufficient fund charges. So, you know.
You don't have any
Anyway.
money, so to protect the money you don't have, we're going to take more money away from you.
$35, thank you.
Oh, that one doesn't work? Here's the next one.
Yeah, here's another one. So anyway, I ended up getting out of it, thankfully, because Dustin has helped me immensely with trying to figure out how to be able to navigate all of this. And I've been learning more and more and more about money and power behind it and all of that jazz. But I just feel like I wish I had learned earlier on about credit. But this, I think this could be a really good opportunity to teach a child about credit and the importance of it, because everybody,
So
like
what
in
did
high
you-
school, everybody always just told you, don't get a credit card, don't get a credit
Sure.
card, they're bad. If you get a credit card, they're bad for you. Like, nobody actually taught you it's good to have a credit card, use it, pay it off, carry a zero balance, but actually use it because that builds your credit.
Yes.
Nobody teaches you that.
No.
So
Everybody
wait, what
just
did you
says,
think?
don't do it,
What did you think when you were getting credit cards?
that it would be fine. Because everybody
I mean,
was
what
like,
would be fine? Like, what did you know about them?
nothing. That's literally what I just said.
So
I
you're
knew
like-
nothing.
you're
All
like,
I knew.
I'm just getting a credit card. It doesn't matter what I do with it.
Yeah.
So if I don't pay it back, it doesn't matter.
Well, basically, it was like at that point in time, it was just like free money. Like that's what it seemed like to me, because I didn't know any better, because it's like I'll just pay it off later.
I think the biggest problem is people think they see that limit and then they're like, oh.
It's like an
and then
instant.
They
It's like I have this amount of money, but it's not
that-
yours.
And so they start spending outside what their financial means are.
Right.
Because like I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on it. The only reason I do is because I figured it out pretty quickly, because I had the same speech with both my parents when I became a teenager. Credit cards are bad. Don't get them.
Right.
And I got my first one, and I had a conversation with my mom, and she was like, oh, you have a credit card? And I was like, yeah. At that point, I had a couple. She's like, oh, how much of a monthly balance do you carry on it? And I don't, because I still use them the same way I do today. I
just
don't
a debit
use them
card,
I use them as
basically.
debit cards
Right.
because credit cards give you rewards.
Right.
And you just pay it off at the end of the month. So you never carried. And she was astounded that I didn't roll it over, because apparently that's just how everybody treated them.
Yeah.
That's the key. Pay it off.
Right. See, but
That
I
is a
didn't
good
know
thing to
that.
do.
So that's what ended up causing me issues and causing me problems.
That's my problem. I don't make enough to pay it off. So
It's living outside of means.
That. ding,
that's
ding, ding.
that's the problem, though. is
Circle
that-
takes the square.
That's the
But
problem, though. Is
also I have to eat. So you know.
yes, but that's the problem, is that we're living inside of a
Ramen's
society.
pretty cheap, producer Butters.
Yes, we're living inside of a society that has this expectation of wanting to have everything now, rather than trying to adapt. Because seriously, like that's how I lived for, years. And
I mean, that's one of the big things I have over my friends. Most of them have kind of calmed down, but I've never really been lavish. Like I do have a friend who has to have new everything. Like he's
Right.
got the new system, the game system. It's already pre-ordered. He always had to have the newest car. As soon as some new electronic came out, he had to have it.
Yeah.
And same thing. He had to have elaborate. Whatever. I don't know what it is. Never asked him about it. But status symbol, whatever it is, always had the newest stuff. And that's why Ashley and I live in the place we do now. We downsize because we're like, we don't need all that space. And it saves us a ton of money a month.
right.
Ugh. So much money. Because that other place sucks. It's not worth it.
It's expensive.
I'm not going to say anything mean about them right now.
No, of
but
course
they're
not.
not worth it.
That's
You know.
expensive.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. But, it's just for me, like when I first started getting off of buying all of the things, Dustin ended up cutting me back to an allowance basically. And it was like, this is what you can buy this month, period. And it was an adjustment, but you know what? I don't feel like my life has changed. Like, I don't feel like my quality of living has changed. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like, I thought that I was missing out big time because I didn't have the brand new palette or the brand new whatever foundation that was coming out. And I felt like I needed that. But after living without buying new stuff all the time, it's like, it's fine. Like, I'm okay. I would like to go and pick up some new clothing. But other than that, I don't know. It's been a very interesting adaptation because of the switch of the mindset for me to not need everything new now.
Yeah, I think it's a reoccurring theme. Like my dad and stepdad both had trouble with student loans.
Mm-hmm.
My dad and stepmom and mom had trouble with credit cards. So then I guess in their defense, all they could say is, "Oh, our experience is bad." So
Right.
But they don't really have an explanation for it, and that we never really got into it. And so then I think you kind of have this kind of cycle of it going down. But like, luckily, my brother and I broke it because we figured out a way to mostly manage our student loans and then manage our credit cards, and we're both fine with it. And so we do have kids. You kind of break the streak, but I think it's just like anything else. A buddy of mine that makes way more money than I do, I was talking to him about managing money, and one of the things he talked about was how important he feels like the development of having auto deductions is when it comes to taking money out of your like accounts and stuff. You don't see it because more often than not, he's found from what he's seen is that people will adjust to what they make. So if you don't see the money, you won't spend the money.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how it is. I feel like every time like anybody ever gets a raise, it's the same kind of thing. You get a raise, and so then you just immediately start living up to this certain level, and then you just keep going. Yeah, I have an extra $200, so I'm going to spend it. But instead, what you should be doing is you should be putting that $200 aside for savings or something else, whatever else it may be, paying off something like whatever. It should be going towards your financial health.
That's what I've seen is that it's not allergic to saving. It's just not like a habit people flex.
No, people don't.
And so like I've seen plenty of people in my life that they'll get a little bit extra money, and as opposed to saving for this, retirement, preparing for this, putting money aside, then their thought process, like you guys said, is like, oh, we have this extra money, let's buy a new vehicle.
Right.
Let's go on this vacation.
So here's the sad thing. I was having a conversation with, I can't even remember who it was, but we were talking about how majority of Utahns are 3 paychecks away from being out of a place of living. 3 paychecks away. That's it.
I'm only
But
one.
Again, the advice they give everyone is that you're supposed to have at least 2 months of your bills taken care of if you were to lose all form of payments right now.
Yes.
Ideally 6.
Yeah, I've never made it that far.
And so that being said, like there's so much that I feel people need to be learning when it comes to money, but it's something that nobody wants to talk about because people I've been reading this book from Jen Sincero. I won't say what it is because it does a swear, but it's whatever. You're a BA at making money is what the book's called. And it's really been something that's been eye-opening to me because everybody talks about money as if money's the root of all evil and money is the big bad wolf and the worst thing to ever exist. But in reality, all money is just an exchange of energy. All it is just a thing. You know, like if you were to go outside and people were like, the sky is the root of all evil, and the sky is where all of the, only bad people get the sky and stuff. And you go out there, everybody would be terrified of the sky. It's just a thing, but it has a different energy based on where you get it from. Obviously, like if you steal $50 from your grandma, you're going to feel worse about using that money than if it's $50 that you earned yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think it's the same thing as credit cards, student loans. Everybody just says they're bad because they mismanage them.
Right.
Really, so you said at the beginning, credit cards are a useful tool if you don't abuse them.
Correct. And one of the other things that I've learned recently when it comes to money is that you got to treat it like a relationship, because if you're treating money like I want you, but actually I hate you at the same time, because you're so happy when money ends up getting to your account, right? Everybody's so happy about it, but then it's also like, oh, but I also hate you so much. Like money's not going to stay around for you if that's the case.
I hate you.
Yeah, like seriously, if you were in a relationship with somebody that was like, hey, I want you, but also you suck, you'd break up with them.
Now
money's gonna break up with you. That's just how it goes.
Man, can you imagine that? Money walks out the door. Bruce better just tell your money if they need to find a good place to hang out. I know somebody.
Oh yeah, we know someone. We got somebody.
They'll be among friends.
Yeah.
Hopefully this helped you alter your life.
Perhaps not, but that's okay.
The AJ McCall Show.
After the show.